Hey guys, David here from Synthaholics, and I know it's been a while. Apologize that it's been so long since I've been able to record, but we just had some Star Trek news drop just a couple days ago, by the time you see this. So for Star Trek Discovery Season 2, we've seen the reports that showrunners Aaron Harberts and Gretchen Berg have been let go from the show. I'll go ahead and read the article in a second, but at first, I, you know, I was really upset. I'm really conflicted about this particular instance happening. Because season one, we know there's lots of turnover in the writer's room. These are the showrunners. We also lost Brian Fuller, showrunner in season one. So, to lose showrunners and people in the writer's room again on season two was really upsetting. Because I was really hoping season two would be stronger, that we'd get a cohesive vision for the series, and then that would be it. That would make things so much better. Season two would be a step above season one with a consistent, clear narrative. And unfortunately, that probably isn't going to be the case anymore. I mean, sure. I mean, they did great with what they had with season one of Discovery, and then they made it work with 3 different writing room changeovers. But I just feel like it would work so much better if they would have kept it smooth all the way through the season. So, here, let's get into the article. So just want to read the highlights. Sources say the decision to oust Berg and Harberts was based not on the creative, but instead of leadership and operational issues. Production of Discovery's first 5 episodes of Season 2 are near completion, with Kurtzman likely taking over for Episode 6 and beyond. Berg and Harberts, who are longtime collaborators with original showrunner Fuller, will likely still be credited on the episodes they oversaw. Sources say the budget for the Season 2 premiere ballooned, with the overages expected to come out of subsequent episodes of Star Trek Discovery's sophomore run. Insiders also stressed that Berg and Harberts became increasingly abusive to the Discovery writing staff, with the latter said to have leaned across the writer's room table while shouting an expletive at a member of the show's staff. Multiple writers are said to have been uncomfortable working on the series and had threatened to file a complaint with Human Resources or quit the series altogether before informing Kurtzman of the issues surrounding Berg and Harberts. After hearing rumors of HR complaints, Harberts is said to have threatened the staff to keep concerns of the production an internal matter. So this is just totally disappointing to hear that that the 2 showrunners and people leading the writer's room were totally not cool to the writing staff, and then they tried to suppress it once there was news getting out that people were trying to contact HR about how abusive the writer's room was. So, like I said at the beginning, I do have mixed feelings about this departure. I'm sad that Discovery is likely going to have another rocky season, because with a writing staff change up, that costs money, and then you got to bring new people in. Season 2 is going to have to change probably a bit too, not only because they lost the writers, but because they said they over ballooned the budget for the first 5 episodes. So I'm guessing they'll have to try to make a lot of the back half bottle episodes, or just tone down whatever the original vision was for the rest of the season. Maybe if they built the Enterprise sets, maybe we'll get a lot more Discovery Enterprise doing stuff together instead of doing away missions, so that they don't have to build a bunch of new sets for the remaining episodes. One thing that I am kind of glad for is that because they were people who worked with Brian Fuller and they're gone, maybe these are the people that were not listening to the canon people who are in the writer's room. Maybe they were the ones who were gung-ho with Brian Fuller's original vision. No hair on Klingons, no round nacelles, and whatever other mandates Fuller had that they upheld in season 1 for no good reason. So I'm hoping that it's good news that they're gone, for the writer's staff, so that they don't have to deal with the abuse of people yelling at them and trying to threaten them from not coming forward with complaints to Human Resources. And also, maybe they'll start infusing canon back in without these people holding on to whatever crazy mandates Brian Fuller wanted to have in the first couple of seasons. Because on the podcast, I don't know if you've all seen the podcast or listened to the podcast, but it was a couple episodes ago where I said, I felt, kind of personally betrayed by Brian Fuller, because he was supposed to be one of us. He was a Trekkie, he wrote on Voyager. on Deep Space Nine. Some of his episodes are really good, and then he got handed the reins and he just went crazy. And I'm kind of not thrilled with the direction he wanted to take Discovery. I think an anthology series would have been amazing, but that was nixed. But then maybe because they nixed his anthology idea, maybe that's what made him kind of go crazy with the direction he wanted to take Discovery. So this leaves Alec Kurtzman as the showrunner, I guess. I'm not sure how I feel about that. As I'm not sure I feel about that, as the Kelvin films that he wrote weren't the strongest. I thought Beyond was by far the best, written by Simon Pegg and Doug Jung. So him being, the showrunner and writer on the show definitely has me nervous. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. I really hope they can bring in, some good Trek alums like Ronald D. Moore. Oh, that'd be so amazing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the departure, or I guess firing, of Harberts and Berg. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? What do you think of this shakeup that's happened in the writers' room? Is it for the best, or do you think we're in for another tough season of Discovery? Let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you guys later. Live long and prosper, guys.